Hello guys, it is me Sam Long again, and today I'm doing a collection video. I've never done one of these things before, but it's on a thing I got. This is a bunch of stuff I got back around Christmas, like near the end of Christmas. Just throw that down there. You might have seen what it was, but you might know what it is because I did a video about this. Um, if you do not know, if you haven't watched it, I did a video game haul back in two video game hauls back in near around Christmas. One haul was for Xbox games, 360 games, and one was for retro games. And you know what I'm talking about. And I'm doing a collection video because I feel like it's a good time to do that because, you know, haven't really done much on this channel because I've been really busy. Last video I did was the Star Wars games video, which was, I'm trying to do these videos more weekly. School's almost over, so, and I've got some stuff going on right now, and so I might have to make this two parts because this is a really big hole, but yeah. Anyways, this is for NES games. I have an SNES and I have an NES, so this was really cool that my cousin gave me all these games. He gave me a lot of rare ones I may have showed you, but you know, let's just get started. All right, first game I got. This is not from this. He didn't give me this game, but it's Batman on NES. This is one of the best Batman games I know of, besides Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. I think it's one of the very first comic book games, movie comic book games that were actually playable and good before Spider-Man 2. But it's a good game. I only played a little bit of it. I haven't played too much of it because, to be honest with you, I just haven't had the time, really. A lot of these games I still haven't played. But, yeah, let's keep going. So I got roller games. Haven't played this one. I don't know if it works, but I haven't gotten around to cleaning all these yet, so yeah. Next game, I got World Games by Milton Bradley, which they make Nintendo games too, even though I know them mostly from board games. Next up is Willow. This one's actually in really good condition. I'm surprised how some of these games are in like really good condition. Some of them are not so good condition, but yeah. Next up is Star Tropics. This was made by Square Enix, I believe. I'm not really sure. It's got, the funny thing is it's got this little gold, like a, can't see it, but it's like shiny. It's like holographic. Except it's River City Ransom. I actually got this game to work. I don't know if it still works, but I might have to test this out because I actually did find this pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Next up is this a rare game? It's Fax Anony, I can't pronounce it for the life of me. Fax Anony, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. These are games at the top, but yeah. Next up is Solomon's Key. This actually came with a poster because it was still in like this plastic box, but I threw the box out because yeah. But Solomon's Key, I haven't played it. It's like a lot of these games. Check my phone real quick, but yeah. Anyway, we're getting down into this main stuff. That was just a few miscellaneous stuff. Next up is Eight Eyes. I had to blow this into this. I haven't played this, and I don't know if it's good. Might have to clean it again. I don't know if it works. I told you I haven't tested all these games out. I'm not sure, but let's keep going. Next up is I can't pronounce the top because it's in cursive. I can't read cursive for the life of me. But it's Turbo Racing. I don't know the name of it, but I'm just gonna call it Al. Wait a minute, it's Al Unser Junior Turbo Racing. So I have to read the top a lot of times. Next up is an LJN game. I know everybody hates LJN, but it's official licensed Major League Baseball for Nintendo. But yeah, next up is probably one of the worst Nintendo games anyone's ever played. No, it's bad, dudes. Doesn't work, which is good. It's a monotonous button masher. If you watch AVGN, you know what I'm talking about. Like he says, like if you watch his Action 52 review, he talks about it. He said it's terrible. My cousin has got me a lot of sports games, but yeah. Next up is Baseball 2 second season. It's a baseball game. I haven't played it. The only two sports games I have played are I actually have Tecmo Bowl. It's actually a really great game. Probably one of the only games I'll ever play that's a sports game I'll care for. Next up is Konami game. It's not Contra, it's Blades of Steel. I think this might actually be the copy I got. No way, this is not. I actually have two copies because my grandfather, he thought I had a Nintendo. Like 2 years ago, he gave me a Nintendo game, and it was Blades of Steel. I told my friend it was Bad Dudes as a joke, but I was just messing with him. He said, that's such a horrible game. Your grandfather, he didn't say anything like that, but yeah. Actually, here's my other copy. This is the one my grandfather gave me. I almost gave this a second to Charles, but I was like, you know, I might actually get a Nintendo one day. And, what do you know, I don't have a Nintendo, I have a Retrotron 2, which is cool because, you know. Next up is Burger Time. I'm not sure if this works. It might. I still have to clean out all of these. I'm behind on a lot of stuff. Crap, I just dropped something. Wait a sec, is this? Oh, this is California Games. Next up, we are getting into probably the most memorable game, one of my favorite games of all time on the NES, Contra, the first one. One of the best games ever made, and one of the greatest shooters of all time. Next up is the sequel, Super C. Great game. I actually had to clear this out a few times to make sure it worked. Next up is Super C, another copy of Super C. I haven't played my Retrotron 2 in a while. Last time I played it was like 2 months ago, like in March. Again, I've been very busy. I haven't really been buying too many PS4 games, but I'll talk about that later. Next up is Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. I do not have the first Castlevania. Maybe I'll get it soon, I do not know. Next up is Double Dribble. Again, another sports game. I don't play sports games, so don't expect to see a video of me like discussing sports games. Duck Hunt. I actually did have the gun for this, but the thing was, the gun didn't work, which was disappointing. My TV doesn't work with light guns. I don't think my TV will work ever for light guns, but yeah. It's just nice to have this because it was one of the very first Nintendo launch titles ever made. So Double Dragon 3, a very ruined copy. He actually got a lot of these wet. The worst thing is I was worried none of these would work, but a lot of them have worked, and I'm amazed about that. Next up is Excitebike. It's one of the very first Nintendo games ever released, and one of the most memorable. I've heard this actually does have a really big following. Next up is the compilation cart of Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. You gotta have that. You can make a coffee table out of them. They're so common. Next up is a game I had never thought in a million years I would ever get. Final Fantasy. Did he know how much this was worth? Never in my life have I ever seen a copy of Final Fantasy on Nintendo. Not even at flea markets. And I look through flea market. I go to flea markets every once in a while, and I never ever did see this. It was sad. I was like, eh. But yeah, this I don't know. Does this have a save feature? I'm not sure really. What's one of the best RPGs? Next up is Gyromite. I don't have the robot that goes with this, but I played it. I did not like it at all. It wasn't really fun. Next up is Gunsmoke. Haven't played this. A lot of these games I haven't played. Except it's Ghostbusters, a very broken down copy of Ghostbusters. R.I.P. I don't think I'll ever be able to play this because it's like, look how bad this card is. I know this is one of the worst games on the Nintendo, but it's not a good condition. Except it's Heavy Barrel. I don't know if this works. Again, haven't tested all these games out. Like, I could have tested them around Christmas. Like, I got all these games for free the day after Christmas. I still haven't played all of them. Next up is our 2 copies of Jordan vs. Bird, one-on-one basketball. Once again, sports games, don't play them. Next up, one of the most famous games of all time, Mario Brothers. This original Super Mario Brothers. I actually had 3 copies of this next game, but I gave 2 of them away. But this is Super Mario Brothers 2. Crap on it. But I really like this game. It's a really great game. Crap, I'm sorry. I'm trying to slip out for it. I'm surprised how many slips this game with. I got my Super Nintendo. I only got about 5 games for it. And not many of them I really played. Next up is Super Mario Brothers 3. Probably the #1 game of all time. Oh crap. Dropped on my phone. The screen didn't crack. This phone's indestructible. But great game. Next up is the Classics Mario Brothers arcade version, arcade classic series, which is I played quite a lot of this back in January and February. It was fun. Of course, I haven't played it much. I need to stop and end this video soon. Let's just look, but this will be a 2-parter, by the way. Anyways, we're gonna get into Ninja Gaiden 1, one of the hardest. I made it. This game seems to work randomly. I've tested this. This works every now and then. Like every time I plug in Ninja Gaiden 1 in first, it works. But other times it doesn't. I don't know why. I've cleaned this thing out like 50 times. Like I don't know. Maybe I gotta get new. Maybe it's defective. Next up is Ninja Gaiden 2. This definitely works. Hard game, but fun. It's probably one of my favorites on the console. Haven't beat it yet, though. Next up is a really famous title, actually. Surprised he actually has it. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! One of the best games you could find. Boxing games you could find. It's probably one of the only sports games I even care about. Next up is another copy of Punch-Out! This one has a different label. I thought this was a completely different game, but it's not. Next up is Legend of Zelda 2. This gold cartridge, it's really shiny. You can sort of see my camera. Like this one, sadly, does not work. I mean, I got it to work about twice, but both times I tried, it glitched up and crashed, and it's just nice to have it. I might have to buy another copy. Again, most of these games got water on them, and they were kind of ruined. Here is Kickmaster. Again, I don't know what this game's about, so it might be like a Kung Fu or something like that. I gotta end this video in a few minutes. Next few games I'll go through quickly. Kid Nicky, I have not played this. I don't know how it is. Do you know how it is? Tell me. Legacy of the Wizard. I need to look over all these games. Can't believe I was able to get this many. Tiger Healy. Haven't played it again. And Dragon Warrior 2. So, that's pretty much it for part 1. I have about 17 more games left. Which is kind of insane. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I got through all these pretty quickly. Which is pretty funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with part 2 shortly.